So when you look at young guys like yourselves and you're out playing shows every single night, does the spirit of Charlie Daniels still live in guys like you?
Man, I mean, he was one of the architects of Southern rock, you know? I mean, I remember being a kid in South Texas here and doubling down to Georgia. I mean, 5 times a day, you couldn't get away from that song. You know?
If you win, you get the shiny fiddle made of gold. If you lose, the devil gets your soul.
What do you think it is about Charlie Daniels that lives forever?
It's his songs. I mean, what a songwriter. I mean, songs are really the thing, right? When the licks dissipate into the night, the song just stays around forever. And his songs will live forever. I mean, they influenced, I mean, how many acts, you know? What a treasure. He was a national treasure.
I would say he impacted all the acts. I mean, how many times you'd be in the studio and you go, hey, can you play that fiddle lick a little bit like Charlie would do it, or give it this groove like the Charlie, like this song or that song? Yeah, we've all cued off of his tracks over the years.
Yeah, he was one of the great architects. There's just no question.
So we're here at Volunteer Jam, the first volunteer jam without Charlie Daniels personally in attendance. I think we all know he's watching. But you guys got to know him as well as anybody ever got to know him. What does it feel like seeing a volunteer jam happen for the first time without Charlie?
There's definitely a huge void without Charlie here. Of course, anywhere you go without Charlie is a huge void. And we look back on it, and Charlie passed away the same day on July 6th, 7 years later, that Randy had his massive stroke.
I did not know
And
that.
I remembered waking up that morning going, thank you, Lord, for this wonderful day, and I still have my Randy. And at 10:30, I got a call that said that Charlie passed away. And it was one of those days where you couldn't have had any more high and low emotion. I mean, I smiled and I was so happy, and then I cried. It was like, you couldn't believe it. So, no, to be here without Charlie is it's a day without sunshine. But it's still a day, and we know there's another sunrise tomorrow. And Charlie made sure of that. You know, that was Charlie. There was a sunrise, and every time you met Charlie, there was this huge, jovial smile. He was happy to see you. He had a great story. He made you a better person every time you met him. That was Charlie Daniels. The whole world's better because they knew Charlie Daniels.
You know, you played concerts all over the planet. You know, my first country concert, I went to go see Randy Travis and Reba McEntire in Amarillo, Texas, back in the 80s. I saved my hog money up. I was out feeding hogs and bought myself a ticket. And, you know, watching you sing and making country music, that is something that, if you're doing it from the heart, always makes you happy. And I think Charlie Daniels, you know, the joy that he had playing country music, everybody caught that. The fans caught it, other artists caught it. And when you see what's going on here tonight, you see all these artists from Southern rock to real stone cold country to gospel artists. Everybody loved what the man did because it was so genuine.
It was contagious.
It was. How do you think Charlie Daniels would view tonight, seeing all these people show up even though he's not here?
He'd be so happy. I mean, to have a legacy where people want to revisit you even after you're gone. I mean, what greater impact can you have on your life?
I think that's what we all want. You know,
it's it's not what, like Randy says, it's not what you take when you go, it's what you leave behind. Charlie left it all behind. And he left it in his song. He left it in his personality. He left it in the joy that he shared. That was Charlie Daniels. And you know, Charlie's not really gone. Charlie's just, he's gone somewhere else. He's got a new address.
That's right.
And his spirit is still here, and everything about Charlie Daniels is here tonight. The people that are here, the artists that are here, the people that love him, Charlie will never go away. That's Charlie Daniels.
You know, I think the fact that giants like Randy Travis, like yourself, sir, as huge as your career is and as huge of a name as you are, you understand the gravity that a guy like Charlie Daniels walked in with, you know. It doesn't necessarily take away from yours or anybody else's, but it is its own thing. It stands alone. It is one of a kind. They don't make them like Charlie anymore. Would you agree with that?
No.
Well, thank you guys for sitting with me. It's a pleasure to be here at the Volunteer Jam. You know, he's up there watching us all get down on it right now.
He's having so much fun up there.
Playing his golden fiddle up in
with the
heaven.
angels. He's giving them lessons, and he's saying, "I'll see you soldiers when you get here."
That's exactly right. God bless you guys. Thank you for sitting with me.
Thank you for
Thank you.
having us.
You bet.
I'm gonna cry.